Hey everybody, AJ Porfirio here with Van Ryder Games, and I am the president of the company and also a co-designer of Final Girl. And I'm here today to talk to you about our Series 2 storage box. This box will come in a few different configurations. If you're a Kickstarter backer or you buy a booster box, it will come with a box of props. If it is a franchise box, it will come with a core box and no box of props. And the cover sheet will differ based on that. So this cover sheet right here actually has a warning here that this is a booster box and it does not come with a core box. And obviously, if you know Final Girl, a core box is needed to play the game. So if you see this and you don't have a core box, make sure you pick one up. If it is a franchise box that does include a core box, it will have this cover sheet without the label over there telling you that you need a booster box. So just be aware there are a few different configurations. I do have this one set up as a booster box and we're going to talk through everything. Also a reminder, don't throw this cover sheet away because on the back is instructions for where to put everything in your box. You may have already found this if you followed the QR code to get to this video, but if not, and you're just coming across this video, make sure you save that and follow the instructions on how to pack your box. Okay, before we get into what's actually in the booster box, there are a few items from Series 2 that do not come in the booster box. They will fit in the booster box and you will have to unpack them from their regular packaging and put them where they go based on the sheet or this video. So let's talk about that real quick. A quick reminder of the core box. So you can see here, this core box may or may not come in your box depending on the configuration, but the core box is needed to play. There are also some special items that we have that you can use to enhance your Final Girl experience. The miniatures box, so this has 22 high quality miniatures that go with all of the feature films, which we will get to shortly. We have a Series 2 lore book, so this has all the different scenarios and different challenges you can play through, as well as lore for the killers and the Final Girls. We also have a Terror from the Grave vignette expansion. So in Series 1 we had Terror from Above. That is the birds is the killer. And this one is Terror from the Grave, which has zombies as the killer. We have two optional miniatures boxes. This is Terror from the Grave miniatures, so these have zombie miniatures in them. You can open these up and look at them. So it's going to come with 15 regular zombies and then 3 horde zombie miniatures. And there's going to be a space for those in the storage box. We'll show you that. And then we also have the optional Series 2 vehicle miniatures. And this will include and we also have the optional Series 2 vehicle miniatures, which includes 6 different vehicle minis to go with the different feature films from Series 2. So that's what they look like, and their little insert. And then for Kickstarter backers, we did have one exclusive item, that is this mystery box, which we are not going to open. It is a very secret, top secret item. So we are going to keep this video spoiler free of that and leave the surprise for you to find when you get it. If you were not able to back our Kickstarter, there is going to be a Series 3 and we do offer the mystery boxes in our Kickstarters. So there will be another opportunity to get that if you did miss out this time around. Okay, so that is the extra items from Series 2. And these will all fit inside of the box, which I will now show you. Okay, so let's take a look inside the storage box. Okay, so we have the VCR box on top, which contains your game mat set, the box of props, your 5 Series 2 feature films, and a cast and crew box, and a bonus features box. So let's take a look. The first thing I want to talk about is getting the interior boxes out of the larger box. They're all packed in here nice and snug. The easiest way to get the boxes out is you can simply pull one of the magnetic flaps from one of the feature films like so, and the magnets are strong enough where you can just pull out the box like that. And then once you have one box out, it's very easy to pull out any of the others that you might need, or the game mat box, just like that. So, speaking of the game mat box, let's take a look at that. Okay, so here is the game mat set. And in Final Girl, in order to keep this box a decent size, we made it 2 game mats, so you didn't have to have one big long game mat that's difficult to store and kind of unwieldy. So you're going to have 2 game mats with this box, and they're going to go one on top of the other. Got my boxes here blocking the light. Let me just do this for a second. Okay, so we have 2 game mats, and they fit together like so. And this is going to be your play space for the game. So this is the new Series 2 game mat set. It has a slightly different configuration from the Series 1 game mat set. Either game mat set can be used with any of the feature films from Series 1, 2, and beyond. So this one has some different spaces for vignette things and different layouts for some of the other cards. But either one will work. And if you have both, some may work better with some feature films and some may work better with others. But again, either one is compatible. So that's our game mats. And of course they go right back into the VCR box. They just roll up real nice. Okay, back to our storage box here. Let's look at the box of props. And I did cover this in our Series 1 video, but I'll cover it again here, just for redundancy's sake. So in the box of props, you're going to have 2 booklets. One is the Book of Desperate Deaths, which goes with the Desperation die, and then the box of props rule book, which is going to have kind of a layout of what's in here, as well as rules for the different kind of bonuses that you're going to get in the box of props. As far as components go, you're going to get some upgraded pieces. There's a Bloodlust token in there, a time marker, and a miniature horror track marker. You're going to get the ultimate dice and the desperation die, and these have the special rules in the rulebook. You're going to get a full set of final health tokens that are special plastic tokens, and then you're going to get your cards, So there are 10 signature action cards and 4 different promo Final Girl cards that you will get as well. And lastly, there is a Ultimate Dice, if I can get it here. And lastly, there's an Ultimate Dice card that is used for reference with the Ultimate Dice. Okay? And that is your box of props. Some really exciting items in here. I think you guys are going to love the signature action cards in particular. Ultimate Dice will be fun to play around with. And of course, your upgraded components are going to be fantastic. Really excited to hear kind of what everyone thinks about these box of prop items. Okay, let's move on to the feature film boxes. I'm going to show you guys Panic at Station 2891. And this box features the organism as the killer and the Station 2891 as the location. If you're not familiar with Final Girl yet, all of our feature film boxes are double-sided and magnetized with the covers. So the cover is also going to be the game board. So it pops right off. You can bend these flaps back. It's not going to hurt it. So to make sure it lays flat, you just bend it back a little bit and then lay it down flat like that. So this would be the location board for Station 2891. And then inside, on that side of the box, you're going to find all of the components you need for Station 2891. Now, I have pre-packed this box with the optional miniatures. So this one actually has 2 vehicle miniatures inside. These do not come with the feature film normally. You would have to get the vehicle miniatures pack I showed you earlier. But they can be and should be stored inside of here. You're going to get all the cards for that feature film location. So we have the location terror cards, special action card, helicopter pad card. And then of course you're going to have your setup cards, item cards, and event cards. So each feature film may have a little bit different configuration, but most of them are going to have, these kinds of cards. And then you're going to have different various tokens in some feature films. Some may not have any tokens. These are unpunched, of course. So once you punch those out, you can keep them in these storage wells here. Okay, and I do want to point out, new for Series 2, and actually Series 1 as well for this print run, the bottom of the trays are labeled whether it is a location or a killer tray, because they do have different configurations. These are our new upgraded trays that better fit sleeve cards than the ones from the first printing. And of course, can't forget that we have the rule sheet for Station 2891. This will actually be on top when you first open it. I put it in there for storage. And then each side of the box will have a secret envelope, which is for you to discover on your own. So if I was actually keeping this for gameplay purposes, I personally would still keep the rule sheet on top like that. Oh, I forgot to put the minis back. Okay. I would put these on top, put the rules on top like that, and then snap that back on. And then of course we have the killer side, which is going to be similar. You're going to have the killer board. The reason I picked the organism to show you is because, and the organism side is going to be similar. So the killer board is going to come off like so, and you're going to be able to use that as the killer board. The reason I wanted to show you guys the organism is because it has these special these new cards that are a different format. So the insert is a little slightly different, where it actually has room on top of the tray for those cards. And then it opens up to the other cards here. So your normal tarot cards and item cards and tokens will be in this well, as you're used to. And then, of course, this one comes with a few new meeples for the killers, or hopefully you have the miniatures and then you don't need those. This one has 3 different killer miniatures, and they, once again, can be kept right inside there. All right. So that is a quick overview of a feature film box. Just take a look at all the different ones to see what you're getting in Series 2. So we have the organism at Station 2891. This feature film is called Panic at Station 2891. We have Evomorph on the USS Conrad, which is a spaceship. We have the Intruders at Wingard Cottage. That is a home invasion style feature film. We have the Big Bad Wolf at Storybook Woods, a horrific take on the classic fairy tale. And we have the Ratchet Lady at Wolf Asylum, which is a horrible nurse hunting you down inside the insane asylum. It's a great one. So this is the 5 feature films that you will be getting with your Series 2 order if you've gotten all of them. So this is the 5 feature films that are available in Series 2. If you are purchasing the booster or franchise box, these will all be inside of your larger box. All right, next let's take a look at the cast and crew box. Now you can see here inside the box, that's actually inside the box, we have it printed where you can see where each of the boxes go when you are putting everything back. So that's a great feature we came up with to make putting everything back as easy as possible, keeping everything nice and orderly. Of course, you could rearrange them if you wanted to, or if you do have your core box, these are the back sheets for all the different boxes I saved here. If you do have the core box with your storage box, instead of the box of props, you can keep the core box in that space there. However, the printing on the inside will always have the box of props there. It's ultimately meant that you have your core box in the Series 1 storage box. So if you have both, that one will be there. Okay, let us talk about the cast and crew box. Now it's important to note that you are going to get this, but it's not going to have anything inside the first time you open it. So as you can see here, it's going to have a nice layout here of what you want to, or how you want to store things inside of it. And again, this will be empty, but as you can see here, we have a tray here for you to store all of the Final Girl miniatures from Series 2. I do have them inside here, but again, this would be empty when you first get it, but it has a lid to keep them on. So you can just come in here and get this, and you can also actually store the Final Girls cards inside of this box as well. And then there's a space for the secret envelope cards, which you can gain by beating a killer with a particular Final Girl. Down here, we have space for the Terror from the Grave vignette expansion. And that whole box will fit in there just like that. Or if you sleeve your cards, then you're probably going to find that it's a tight fit inside the box. So you could sleeve them and just keep them in the well, just like that. The rule sheet for Terror from the Grave this time is a sheet. With Terror from Above, the rules were on cards. So that is also something you could keep in here as well. And then there's tokens for the zombies. If you don't have the miniatures, you'll want to use these. And if you do have the miniatures, you'll still need these rings for the Horde tokens. They go around the Horde miniatures. But these can be kept in this well. Obviously, you punch them out and keep them in that well instead of the zombie minis or with the zombie minis. So that is the cast and crew box. A very nice storage solution for those items. And finally, we have the bonus features box. This box is going to be the box. This bonus features box will come with this feature film rulebook inside. So this is a collection of the rules from all the Series 2 feature films and locations, killers and locations. And there's achievements for each different setup that you can try to achieve. This box will also come with 5 epic finale cards, one for each of the killers in Series 2. So these are additional cards, and this rulebook will come with the box. Now these epic finale cards you're going to want to move into their respective feature film box once you open this. But what you will keep inside of this box are the booklets. So the collected feature films, the Series 2 lore book, and then we have left space in here for the Series 2 Gruesome Death books, which will not be printed until a future time. However, they are available. They are or will be available soon as a PDF download from our website at vanridergames.com. But the printed versions of the Gruesome Death books will be coming in the future. So you'll have a space for those when that time comes. But for now, you keep those 2 books in there, and that's your bonus features box. Okay, let's talk about packing everything back into the box. Now, most of the time, you're probably only going to be pulling a few boxes out at a time. Usually, you'll pull out the game mats, the cast and crew box, and then you might just pull out a feature film or 2 of your choice, depending what you're playing. But if it was, completely empty like so, you just basically follow the image there in the box and put them back like they're shown. So the feature films go back in order as shown in the box, like so. And you'll want to check the spines. Each spine has either a horizontal configuration. You want to check the spines. One side is a horizontal configuration. When you're storing them in the box for the view, you're going to want it to be in the vertical orientation. And next is a knock at the door, followed by Once Upon a Full Moon. And last but not least, Madness in the Dark. And then you have your cast and crew box and your bonus features box. So those will go in there like this. And you're going to want to make sure the VCR graphic is facing outward. Goes in just like that. And beautiful. Again, all these extra items you'll be able to store inside of this storage box. And that is the Series 2 storage box. We will close it up. And each side of the box has either girl art or killer art, so you can put it on your shelf showing either of those outward facing or the beautiful cover outward facing, depending on what kind of shelves you have. These have been designed to fit inside a Kallax shelf. You can fit Series 1 and Series 2 in one well of a Kallax shelf. So that about covers what I wanted to talk about today with you. If If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or reach out to us using the contact form at vanridergames.com, and we'll be happy to help you. So that's been Final Girl Series 2. Thanks everybody. Have a good day.